Okay, welcome to Seasons Podcast. You already know, man. Sorry, no. Oh wait, that's the wrong way. We over here now, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to Seasons Podcast. We call this the Trap House. You know what I'm saying? I got my special guest, Ezekiel Ezzy.
Baker.
I got my other special guest, Jay Burt, Mr. YouTuber himself.
Yes, man. What's good with y'all boys, man?
Honestly, bro, it's been a while since I made the pod. Actually, it's been a long while. I think the last one.
It's been like 2 months.
Yeah, it's been like 2 months, But 2 months is like nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
about 2 days.
Yeah, 2 days, 2 minutes, like shit.
All right, 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? And the first episode, I was solo and like I was winging it. It was my first time, and honestly, if I could have did better. But now that I did better, I got guests on the show. I got a topic that's actually worth discussing. You know what I'm saying? I can get ready to it. Anyways,
let's get it.
So earlier, me, Ezzy, and James having a conversation. We was pretty much talking about how like overprotective parents, they suck. I ain't gonna lie, they suck.
Ass.
Like ass. In my personal experience, cause I got protective parents, and my personal experience, pretty much like everything that I did or everything they told me not to do, I did it anyway. 10 times worse, by the way, too, bro. I ain't gonna lie, 10 times worse, by the way, too, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if Ezzy or Jay can relate to it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, listen, I can relate somewhat. You know what I'm saying? My mom she was overprotective, but only with things like smoking, drinking, having unprotected sex, stuff like that, right? The main stuff. She wasn't really overprotective about like staying out late. You know what I'm saying? She didn't really care about that, but still kind of overprotecting. Right, Ezzy? What about you?
None of my parents was really like that. They was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they would tell me the risk of doing that certain action, right? Mm-hmm. But, like, they wasn't really, like, trying to, like, prevent me from learning my lesson type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Like, if you don't learn your lesson when that problem happens, it's just, like, you basically, like, just, like, you're not learning how to live life.
All right. So, like, basically, it's like I don't know if it would tie down to like a cause and effect or like a trial and error type of thing situation. Like you try something, it didn't work out, or something went wrong, you learn from it. But if you didn't learn from it, there's really no point,
Mm-hmm. Just like that one time where like I glanced over like my girlfriend butt, bro. My mom saw it, bro, and she like and then she gave me the word about it. I was like, Mom, that's my girlfriend. And then I tell her like, oh, I got a girlfriend now. And they're like the worst thing ever. I'm like, what, bro? Like, no, because I remember this clearly because you know what I'm saying? Because like my mom, like, she just, I don't know, it's like she still see me as her little baby, and I'm just like, I'm not your little baby no more. I mean, like, I'm still your kid, you know what I'm saying? He's like my parent, but it's like, I gotta grow up sometime with some shit, bro. Like, eventually I'm gonna be out on my own, making my own decisions. Like, I gotta like learn to do it on my own first, bro. Like, I like, especially if I have relationships with other stuff too, right? Like, I gotta have experience with that, cause I ain't gonna lie, bro. When I was in high school, relationship was easy. The easiest thing you could have. There was nothing you could do. What? You just walk to the class, hug, kiss, do whatever.
Kiss, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, after school wise, I mean, y'all can hang out sometimes. It's nothing too like mandatory.
Right.
Y'all both did sports or something like that. Y'all both did the same thing sometimes. Homecoming dances, all that. You know what I'm saying? Just all that stuff tied down to the relationship.
Right. And then like now you get to the adult world, and it's like, wow, it's like. Now it's money involved. Now it's like actual time. You gotta take time out of your day. You gotta make time. It's like now it's like, man, like I can't like finesse the way I used to, and that's a lot of things, bro. I feel like parents like like kids try to finesse their way, like cause they never experienced it before, try to finesse their way, and it just don't work.
I also feel as if like parents, like I don't know if y'all can relate, but my mom, she always tried to like tie her life that when she was growing up down to mine. She was like, well, this was going on when I was growing up, but they gotta understand it's a whole different time, whole different era. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't run and stuff like that. People don't do like they used to do. You know what I'm saying? Most girls nowadays, or most like girls and guys nowadays, most people in high school, they only think about like materialistic things, sex, just stuff like that, like high schoolers, right? High school things. They're not listening to, like, back then my mom told me, like, oh, the love back then you have somebody, like, you know what I'm saying? It was like a little 90s love, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all just, you know, went on dates together. Y'all didn't really worry about sex, you know what I'm saying? Y'all didn't worry about, like, being on your phones all the time, shit like that. Like, just stuff like that, you know? Like, man.
You know what's crazy? They talk about 90s love, but I ain't gonna lie, bro. The men back in the 90s, 80s, 70s,
bro, on God, bro, the 80% is crazy, dude. What? I ain't gonna say nothing about that.
I ain't gonna say nothing about that though.
Right. We can't really beat that up right now.
I was saying, bro, like, you know, there's a reason why the divorce rate's so high now than back then, bro. I'm just saying, bro.
Divorce rate is crazy. I'm not gonna lie, bro. To be fair, bro, yeah, like, I mean, I don't know if my mom, you know, she doesn't really tell me her business. So I don't know if she had many boyfriends or whatever. But, like, she never told me she was divorced or not. I keep asking her, have you ever been divorced, mom? She never tells me because I don't know if she want to talk about it. But, like, I feel as if back then, a divorce from now, how do you feel about that? Like, having a divorce from back then from now? Like, you think it was easier back then to, like, you know? Or I feel like, what do you think the divorce rating was back then, you think? Like,
I would say, because, okay, so I used to actually, like, do research on this stuff. So the divorce rate back then was probably like, I'm using a guess estimate, I don't know really, but like I'd say like 15%, 20%. Nowadays it's like 60, 70.
That is a skyrocket, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
And the reason why, pretty much the reason why is because like women don't feel like they gotta be trapped inside a relationship with, like, you know, some abusive men. Cause like, bro, cause I ain't gonna lie, bro, the men back then, bro, they was abusive, bro. They could do whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? No consequences type shit, you know what I'm saying? And then nowadays it's like they can freely divorce, like they don't gotta suffer from like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I mean like some people unfortunately gotta go through that hard shit, but like I mean like cause divorce back then it was seen as something very like, oh, if you divorce, you just not worthy of, you know what I'm saying? And
like
then
being in a relationship, like stuff like that.
Yeah, and then,
man, listen. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like nowadays, bro, it's just like, don't be looking for like love. You feel me? Don't be looking for like real love, bro, because that shit ain't around no more. You feel me? That is not really around, bro. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Like honestly, bro, just look for fun. You know what I mean? Just look for fun in a relationship, bro. If you do find someone that, you know what I'm saying, that actually like loves you and stuff like that, then, you know what I'm saying, they don't take that for granted. You feel me?
Right.
That's a one of a kind type of thing. You feel me? Don't fold over that.
So do y'all think? So I'm gonna tie this down to, you know, the whole protective part. Do y'all think moms or dads are more protective? Well, that's a dumb question actually. Let me redo that question. Right? Why do you think dads are more protected over daughters than moms are protected over their sons?
Because they don't want their daughter to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how like there's like, you know what I'm saying, like H words, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, right. You know what I'm saying? Like these like
H words, yeah, I know what
you feel me? You feel what I'm saying?
That's right.
These. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't want their daughters to be like, they want their daughters to be like someone who's very successful, you know what I'm saying? They don't really need a man in their life to, you know what I'm saying, meet the complete, you know what I mean? Like,
but to be fair, though, there are successful H words, though. You know what I'm saying? To be fair, though.
Hey, yo.
It's true, though.
Yeah,
like, take for example, Skinzu. You know what I'm saying?
What is Skinzu?
By the way, Skinzu is like 14, bro. So it's okay.
You don't know nothing.
Yeah, you're gonna let it slide. But like, bro, back to the topic. Anyways, bro, like, you know, there's successful H word. I feel like what it is that like, I feel like because society, they see women as like some sort of like prized object. You know what I'm saying? Like they like ornament. Can't touch. Yeah, it's an ornament, right? So it's like, cause you gotta think about it. A lot of times, like, well, like, oh, if like if a girl, like, say about this, if a dude loses virginity at like 16. Nope, nobody
get praised for it.
Yeah, they get praised for it. But if a girl do it, it's the opposite. Oh, she a H word. She unworthy. Right, you know what I'm saying?
Young.
She got ran through. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and I feel like parents are afraid of like that, or like you know, things along that. So what they do is like, you know what, you can't do it because by the excuse of because you know boys are X, Y, and Z. Okay. And see, that logic don't make sense, because if you know boys are X, Y, Z, how come you don't treat your son as X, Y, Z? Correct? Because like, you know what I'm saying? Because And so I really just feel like parents just gotta understand that like teenagers gonna do stuff. Like teenagers gonna do stuff.
That is a great point you just made, because I swear to you, in school, people will praise like, dude, oh, who'd you mess with at the party this weekend? Oh, I did her. 3 people in 1 weekend is crazy. I'm not gonna lie, bro. And then a girl goes, well, I did one person, but like, it was just at a party, you know. Oh, you're a hoe. You're this. You're that. She ran through, telling the whole school that she ran through. It's like, dude, really? Like, why? Where's the standard? Double standard here? You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. I feel like it just like. I feel like just like it doesn't balance because the reason is for both. It doesn't make sense. Like you're praising somebody for doing something that everybody else does. Who cares? Right. And then you're like dehumanize somebody that does something that everybody else does. Who cares? Like it's like it's just really no balance in between it. And I feel like that in the future though, it just gotta be it really just has to like balance out like people have to look through it thing like double perspective, like you know what I'm saying? Oh, do the high body count, cool. Girl high body count, cool. It happens. It's life, you know.
I also feel as if like overprotective part could tie down to, say if you got older brothers, right, or older sisters, they did some messed up stuff, but then you got a newborn, right, or not even newborn, like you know, going up to high school. Parents don't want them to make the same mistakes they did, so they're gonna be harder on them, you know, the younger or the middle child, right, because they don't want them to make the same mistakes. But at the same time, you gotta let them live their life too. You can't just take away their freedom because you know the other people did wrong. Like I feel like that's another thing too, and I really I really like you know had experience with. It's like because I was a middle child, so whatever my brothers did, my mom did not let me do because of the same reason they messed up on it. It's like, dude, I gotta live my life. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just be on my back about stuff. Or like I had a single mother, so she didn't have a man. So I'm saying like, so she was a little less off of me. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like if people got a father and a mother, it's double, right? It's double on that. Like they really gonna double down on you for real. Like be harsh on you. No cap.
As you have anything to say about that? Okay, guess not.
Ezekiel Baker.
Have a speak on this?
Sure, Skin.
Go ahead, Skinzu. Go ahead.
Remind me what the topic was again.
Never mind, you're done. So, is there anything to say about this?
All I gotta say is don't unmute Skinzu again. You know what I'm saying? Let him stay over there, and we'll continue on with this podcast.
Okay,
we got there. Hold on. I would like to say shout out Breezy for being a W cameraman over there, as you can see.
Right.
Over there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like the W podcast for me. All right, continue.
But I would like to speak on the topic.
Why is he still, sir?
Why is he still, sir? Please,
sir.
I would like to speak on.
Oh wait, that's the racist artist 2 mod, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, no.
Not him.
I would like to speak on a topic.
Not him.
Okay. You know what, Skinzu? What do you have to say?
All right, Sir J Squirticle, I'm gonna need you to stop talking for a second in order for me to speak on this topic. It's kind of very sensitive. So, BBLs. Usually.
Anyways, so my response to what Jay was saying. So I am fortunate enough to have a mom and a dad in my life, and I gotta say Jay is pretty accurate when they say like they do double down on it because actually what it is that like some things that fly with my dad don't fly with my mom, so they fly with my mom, don't fly with my dad. Okay. And so like now it's 2 things I gotta worry about because they're both pretty overprotective when I was growing up, and then now it's like okay, I can do this, but not a friend of my dad. And I can do this, but not in front of my mom. And so, like, now I'm already building like those sneaky tendencies because, like, I can now know like, oh, I can do this for this parent, but not that parent. And I just feel like it also creates like some sort of like like this balance between like both parents. Like, so I'm sorry for Skinzu being here. I had to take care of him. He's my little brother. I'm sorry. But as I was saying, it's just like building up those tendencies early on, bro. I feel like if I didn't have those, I probably would have taken everything. I mean, I do a lot of things that I was not supposed to do in moderation, which is a good thing. Right. A lot of people don't do that, but I just feel like that like I would have learned better and learn better if I just like did things on my own rather than like, oh, let me just not do something to this parent. Oh, let me do nothing for this parent. Rather than just saying, come together and like, what I'm saying, we can do this both together or separate. Or, I mean, not separate, different.
We should go hang out sometime, Season.
Also, one of the questions I had was like, some people, they always get mad because they have overprotective parents, right? But then some people complain about not having caring parents as they should, because being overprotective can mean you really care. Other than that, if you're not overprotective over your child, people think like, oh, they don't care about me, they just let me loose. That's not the case, I guess. Maybe some of the parents really do love their child, right? And they just want them to have that freedom that they had in high school or something like that, And I feel like coming from our perspectives, what do you think you would have wanted? Over like you would wanted your parents how they were, or you want to have like a not protective parents where like they didn't really care what you did, they just were like, hey, I love you, do what you gonna do. If you get caught, you get caught, type of thing, How do you feel about that? I feel like for me, my perspective first is my mom. I feel like she kind of balanced it out really well when it came to protective and overprotective. She did punish me when I need to be punished. Other than that, what I'm saying, she did ground me when I need to be grounded. But other than that, I really was let loose, and I didn't do much stuff. Even though I did some stuff that I was supposed to do, if she ever found out about that, yeah, she would double down on me. But like, other than that, I feel like she was a pretty balanced parent. Like, how do you feel about your parents? You know what I'm saying? What do you think were they pretty good about that? Were they?
I feel like so my parents are like old school, like very old school, and so like they pretty much like tried to implement their old school tactics, which is honestly like overprotective because like back then black people, bro, they had to look out for each other a lot. I mean still to this day we had to, but like back then like especially like black families, like they was going through it, they had these certain rules because what I'm saying, because they because outside world was pretty bad, and and like it doesn't correlate to nowadays. I mean obviously like we still go through stuff obviously, but like
the whole segregation thing and,
but like we still have like, but like this like it's different, like it's not the same, what I'm saying, like what I'm saying, like I could like walk outside and like not what I'm saying, like I mean maybe that one day, but it's not often, what I'm saying, maybe that one day, but it's not
that
often.
one day
one day, but like it's not often. And so like I was trying to tell him that I'd be like, this ain't back, this ain't back in the day, what I'm saying? Like, times are different. I can do this and this now, and like I don't gotta do that. But so it's just like it's really just like trying to like get them to understand that like, yo, like you gotta listen to me. The good listening. That's the good listening. If your parents do not listen to you, bro, like that's just wrong. As a parent, you should always listen to your child. I do understand that children don't always have the best decisions, but there's always a time and place where like children, what I'm saying, for example, especially if it's like, oh, what I'm saying, you're like hurting my feelings or something like that. You're supposed to listen to that. You're not supposed to be like, oh no, I'm not, or you're just crying me to crybaby. Like no, your child is like telling you that you are hurting them, so you should listen to them and stuff like that. And I feel like back to what you said about the overprotective and careless, I feel like that's where that lies. So I feel like it has to be like that in between, you know what I'm saying? Because like you can't be overprotective, but you can't be too careless. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because the people that careless,
balance.
Exactly. Because people that's careless, like complain about overprotect, like, oh, I wish I would protect the parents. They don't. They just never had that protection to begin with, so they don't understand how much overprotection is. Rather than the person's overprotective, like, oh, I wish my parents were careless like you, because like pretty much they're only wishing to be each other, but. The overprotective person never had that carelessness, and so when they have that carelessness, especially like when they grow older, you know what I'm saying, move out or like go independent, they'll go crazy. And they'll go like buck wild. And it's like, but the people that's like have careless parents, like they're gonna grow up and just like maybe still be carefree, but like. But definitely still gonna be like the kind of like similar results to people that are overprotective. So I feel like that balance between like, oh, let your kid do some stuff, but your kid can't do certain stuff. Yeah, I'm saying like your kid like should be able to do stuff, not like, oh, you can't do damn near 90% of the things that other teenagers do. Like, no, you can't do that, or you can't be like, oh, you're just another human being. Like, you can't do that.
I feel like we were talking about girls and their dad being overprotective. Bro, your daughter's gonna do anything because she's gonna do what she does regardless. I've seen I've seen some of the girls at my school stick around, bro. They having sex under the bleachers, having sex anywhere they need to, right? Because their parents telling them not to, right?
Yeah.
Listen, if you tell them not to, that's gonna make them want to do it more. If you just don't say nothing about it at all, maybe they'll learn. Maybe they'll learn something from that. Like, okay, well, as much as I want to do it, I see how this girl turned out. I see how this girl turned out. They probably thinking like in their head, like, whoa, okay. My parents didn't tell me not to do it, so like maybe I just won't do it. I mean, I have the choice whether I can do it, and my parents didn't tell me not to, right? Rather than, hey, don't do this, don't do this. And it's gonna be like, well, why are they telling me not to do it? I'm gonna just do it real quick. I'm gonna try it out. End up down bad. That's like that's something like that too. Like, shouldn't be too harsh on them about that.
Yeah, and that's the next one I'm gonna bring up. Like it's just that whole dilemma because like when they tell you to don't do it, they never say why. It's always just because it's bad. But like saying it's bad could mean anything. Saying it's bad is like it's just like people can interpret that different ways. Like bad as in
so many
like,
outcomes to it.
Yeah, like you know, like bad as in like the world gonna end the moment I do it, or like bad as in like I'm gonna just get like a I don't know like a slap on the wrist or something, like, you know, it's like
slap on the wrist or...
it's different. So I feel like that plays a lot into like actually learning the opinion, actually teaching your kids, because it's like, oh, you know what I'm saying, oh, like, you know, oh, for example, the most popular one, oh, don't do drugs. I said that as I got Snoop Dogg in the back, bro.
Snoop Dogg is crazy.
Snoop Dogg in the back.
In the back.
That's it. So it's like,
got a blunt in his hand.
Oh God. So it's like, oh, don't do drugs because drugs are bad. Are drugs bad? And then like, I mean, obviously you have people that like, you know, like you got the people like that unfortunately suffer under drug abuse, those people. But then you have the people that like, example like Snoop Dogg, who was popular for, you know what I'm saying, the reefer, that reefer was Khalifa, and the people who we look up to. So it's like, if they having fun, they laughing, giggling, have the best time of their lives,
living their best life, man.
So it's like, it's like, what's it between me and them? Like, we're both human, like we both, you know, we're both people. So it's like, what's the difference? And then like, it's also funny how like, so like, so it's actually pretty funny. So I remember like my dad was like, no, you know, no drinking when you go off and like stuff like that. What, like, bro, when people pull up to my house for like a family or any family gathering, what do they all do, bro? Drink, gamble,
man,
all the other stuff.
Man, talk loud, try to fight, like this.
But if it's you, or don't do it. Don't ever do it in your life. Don't ever do it in your life. Don't ever do it in your life. I'm like you grown, you doing this. How come when I'm grown I can't do it? You know what I'm saying? It's stuff like that. That's why I feel like that whole thing about, oh, it's just bad because I said it's bad. Like, no, I feel like if you want to teach somebody it's actually bad, then you should actually, instead of like going, oh, don't do it, just like teach them about it. Like, why it's like, I'm saying like teach them, like, for example, teach them about like safe sex, like, you know, like, cause if I'm being honest, bro, everybody gonna have sex, but it's just.
I ain't gonna lie, I didn't really pay attention to health class because I already got everything taught to me by my older brother. He was just like, all right, basically this and that. I'm like, oh, all right, okay. Sex, health didn't really teach me. I mean, health class taught you some stuff about the reproductive system, but like, other than that, they didn't really teach you what you needed to like really know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my older brother been through all of it, so he just told me about it. So I'm like, okay, well, this class is pointless. Like, like, what am I taking this for? Like,
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I didn't even have a health class, bro. You know what they did, bro? After the last class period, they was like, "Oh, y'all go to like a certain spot in the school building, and we're gonna have like 30 minutes to teach y'all about sex ed." When I tell you, bro, it was something that everybody already knew, bro. It was insane, bro. It was like,
but I was just bored. Like, I already know this.
Yeah, but well, everybody just like goofing around because like, oh, you know, because like they were teaching, you know, just like you know, like female and male body parts. Like, we all took biology. We know, you know what I'm saying. It took me to do research on my own time to actually understand the difference. Like, for example, you know, see, a lot of people still think that, like, you know what I'm saying, if like, for example, if a woman has like a lot of like partners, they think like, you know, you know, her goodies gonna stay wild forever. No.
Oh my God, yeah, that's the good one. That's not how it works, bro.
That's not how that works. It's if she's turned on or turned off. If she's turned off, then it's gonna, you know what I'm saying. But if she turned on, then yes, you know what I'm saying. And it's like, and it's small stuff like that like people just make this whole big thing about it. You know what I'm saying? Like they make, especially on social media. Now, social media is dangerous. Social media, listen. Do not get any valuable information off social media unless it's from an actual news site. And sometimes it's still, bro. Cause it's like people make posts all the time. Actually, matter of fact, let's go through one of these favorite posts. Somebody earlier shared. It was like the reason why a lot of masculine females are the way they are is because they have a lot of partners. I don't think that's...
How you feel about that, bro? How you feel about that tweet, bro?
Yeah, I'm not...
Who made that tweet?
I ain't gonna lie. It's it was on Twitter, right?
This was on Facebook, bro. And that's why. God. On Facebook. Somebody named Sage Ziani, bro. Bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. This man bio says 6'4", thought engineer. Yeah, no.
I ain't gonna lie. Put his height in his bio. Gotta go.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't gonna lie.
His height in his bio is crazy.
Your hiding about is actually.
Nah, but I feel as if that tweet is whole wrong.
It's all wrong. Like, whoa. Say telling me if a woman has multiple partners that are men, they gonna eventually develop man tendencies. What? What? So that means that if a dude had multiple women partners, that means that you become more feminine.
So I'm not adding up.
That's not adding up. That's not like. Man, I'm telling you, people nowadays, bro, they say whatever they want. Really. They make any post, and it's crazy because like there's people under the post saying agree, you know what I'm saying, like yes, like what? Yes, period, all that stuff, bro. So it's like, and then like
them niggas we need to be canceling, nigga. That's the nigga we need to cancel.
I'm saying y'all canceling. Y'all canceling the wrong people. I'm telling you, these people right here, bro. Man, I'm telling you, bro. It's just
Facebook niggas, bro. Like. I didn't even know. I
ain't gonna lie. See, look. Y'all think so? Look, Twitter is bad because it don't have a censor, bro. If Facebook didn't have a censor, bro, this should be 10 times worse, bro. Especially with the old white people that be on there, bro. They be wilding, bro. Oh my
god. No, bro. This is not really about the topic of the podcast, but like I watched this Facebook thing, and it was like, oh, the Super Bowl. It was a bunch of racist people in the comments like, oh, the Super Bowl halftime show is so bad. There's no Caucasian singers or Caucasian what do you call that? Entrepreneur? Not entrepreneur. What do you call that word?
What?
Like I don't know how to say the word for singing, like influencers. Yeah, there was no like Caucasian influencers and It was a bunch of racism going on in the comments. I'm like, dude, is it that serious? It's a halftime show.
It's crazy because like
wasn't Caucasian.
Yeah, it is crazy because like. They only did that because they were black. That was legit. Man. That was like the first time rap has ever been played at Super Bowl, and like it was lit. It was all the good songs too. It is crazy because
Dr. Dre, Snoop,
Mary J,
Kendrick.
Yeah, oh my, Kendrick was so far, bro. Kendrick was so far, bro. But guess what? They got no applause. But as soon as Eminem come on,
oh my god,
everybody out their seats yelling. It's crazy because you get an audible difference. A very audible difference between the two, and I'm just like, and it's crazy because I feel like nobody even knew like Eminem songs, bro. Cause
I'm not gonna lie, I know like 3 of his songs. That's it. Other than that, I don't really like
I know some of his old songs, but I promise you, those people in that crowd probably don't know. Look at Eminem; they just only applaud because he was white.
Is it white? Yeah.
It is crazy, and it's funny. It's funny because like people don't understand what like without Dr. Dre there would be no Eminem. Word.
Oh God.
Like what? It's crazy.
He signed that nigga. Like what?
Like what? He put him on, bro. Like he put him on, and then halftime show. I just think that Facebook. See, also I'm gonna tie this back down to the real topic. The reason why some of these parents probably are overprotective because of what they see on social media. As a parent, right? If I was a parent and I watched social media, and like obviously when I grew up, I'm gonna know a lot because I grew up in a time where social media was really made, it was popping. So my kids, they can't really get nothing by me. Like I'm gonna tell them straight up, like you can't really get nothing by me in this whole social media thing because I know about it. So I'm gonna tell them like
I'm not gonna be overprotective, but listen, I know what's going on social media. So all this posting on Snapchat, posting on Instagram Reels, showing, y'all butts on, you know what I'm saying, doing all this, showing explicit things. Y'all can do what y'all want, right? Listen, at the end of the day, I'm still love you for what you do, but you gotta make smart decisions. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say like some of these parents are really scared for their children. And I really want to hear Ezzy's perspective from this, because I feel like he has a good perspective of this. Like, Ezzy, do you think that like parents watch social media and stuff like that, they watch the news on the whole social media aspect, and they think that like being overprotective is the right thing? Like, what do you think about that?
I think that they really just like want to take like protection to the next level in terms of like trying to like make, as I said before, they trying to like make their children like, you know what I'm saying, like top tier like successful people, like you know what I'm saying, like people that have like these amazing careers in life, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. It just really like trying to avoid, the toxicity of the world, and they take it too far with that, and with that it makes their child's childhood like different, negatively. Like you can't do anything, you can't like, and you all of a sudden you go behind their back, and now it's just like a big hole in the family, and like everything's just going bad, you know what I'm saying? It's just, and with that it's tough.
It is. It has to be tough. But go ahead, Kev.
I feel like what I like realized that recently, that our parents stuff, they don't like understand like there's different ways of being quote unquote successful. Like, because like, when they were growing up, they was like, oh, if you have a corporate job, CEO, you the most successful person on planet Earth. But like nowadays, it's like different ways to like, you know what I'm saying, like
make a living out yourself.
Yeah, like you can like, could be a good artist, you know what I'm saying,
influencer,
content creator, like in like a lot of things you can think of, bro. People make money off of it, and like honestly, like people also like mix jobs together. Like you can be an artist and a content creator. You can be a CEO and a paint, like or yoga master. So whatever you.
Most of the people have multiple hustles. They sell clothes while being a content creator, while having another side hustle, just doing Uber or something like that. Just random stuff like that. They can just a lot of random things.
Yeah, I'm saying like have like a popular blog, and you know what I'm saying, like run your own, it's different ways. It's just that like they don't understand how to get there. We know we understand that, oh, you know what I'm saying, we got to do X, Y, Z, but like they don't know that, and like trying to teach them that, especially like when they grew up in the age where like internet wasn't as popping as it used to be, or like like individual self brands, local brand wasn't as popular as it used to be. Like they only know like, oh, the top of the top. And, like as long as you have the highest of whatever position you have, you're doing your job, rather than like, oh, you're doing your own
motion
thing,
wise. You
know what I'm saying, creating your own job, you know what I'm saying, getting your own shit, like it's just like it's that misunderstanding of like of what actually success is. Like if I'm being honest, a lot of kids nowadays, they'll be happy if they could do it like whatever the hell they want to, or like or follow like their favorite artist, YouTube, or whoever, right? But it's just that thing that like, you know what I'm saying, like they don't feel comfortable doing it, or they can't do it because like their parents in the way, or like stuff like that.
Also, kids are really scared to tell their parents about like real hopes and dreams, because when I was a kid, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro, my dream wasn't to like I still want to be somewhat of an influencer, I guess, like doing YouTube, but like I wanted to tie it down to like my actual like, I want to do that while doing my real occupation, and just tie those both together. But if I tell my mom right now, bro, if I go to my mom and was like, Mom, I want to like make a YouTube channel, but I still have my occupation on the side, she'd be like, no, focus on one thing, because they don't understand. That could be very helpful. Social media nowadays, it is toxic, like Ezzy said. Ezzy made a good point, it's toxic, but it helps with a lot of stuff. Like, helps get the word out. If you're very good at what you do, your word gonna get out, and parents don't understand that. So that's why they're so strict on, oh, you have to do this, you have to go to college, you have to do this, you have to do that. To be honest, bro, I would not be attending college if my mom wasn't, she didn't want me to.
Literally on God, like
I'll be doing something else.
like I would say, like listen, like on paper in high school, like all my grades was good and stuff, because like it was just easy to me. And like my main motivation, high school's easy. My main was, it was like oh, because, you know, like, I want my parents to be proud of me, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I graduated high school, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, a lot of people in my family, like, didn't graduate from high school, let alone college. And so it's like, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to be successful, make my parents proud. They was happy, but, like, the whole time I was like, I would rather be doing something else. I'd rather be doing something else I enjoy. And then like, it's kind of too late because, like, I get into college and, like, now it's like, oh, and, like, now I got to balance, you know, between where I could just, like, you know, I could have started off doing, like, for example, like, YouTube. Because, like, if I'm being honest, bro, my goal is to be a YouTuber. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's to be a YouTuber. And I know.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Just to be honest, bro, mine too. I mean, yeah, I'm doing chefing and stuff like that on the side. I'm being a personal chef on the side, but I really want to do YouTube, bro. Like, I want to do stream. I want to do all that, bro. Like, it's gonna be, it'll be fun. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I could do that eventually one day, but right now, bro, obviously we can't do that because, you know, trying to make something happen in college and stuff like that. You know, so
Yeah.
it sucks.
Yeah. If I'm being honest, like, if college didn't take so much energy, I would I would still have, like, a normal upload schedule, but obviously. Because like, you know, I don't want to fail. Obviously, I mean, like
of course. But when the summer hit, you probably be uploading more.
Yeah, definitely. Cause like do I want to be in college? No, but do I have to at this point? Yeah. And honestly, like, and honestly, like, what I think about it is that, like, you know, I can take my because like as long as you have a degree, you can do a lot of things. So it's like, honestly,
and
right?
Anything.
Yeah, so it's like, I'm kind of glad that I'm doing it because, like, you know, I don't want to, like, limit myself to just, because if I don't make it as a YouTuber, I'm gonna be working at, you know what I'm saying, like, working at some type of low end job and like try to grind from there, rather than like, I can have a degree, I have options, I have networks, I can use that if I want to, or I can just take the YouTube route, or I could do both, honestly, because I see people do both. Some people they graduate college and they said, well, you know,
I see people do this, right? They'll keep their occupation, they'll keep going to graduate college. They'll be doing YouTube while in college, right? But then they'll either blow up on YouTube or they'll do it a little blow up on after, and then they'll stop their occupation, right, and do full-time YouTube, which is cool, right? But here's what I think is, why not keep doing both, right? I mean, it takes a lot of stress, right? But whatever you find out you want to do in college, why not just try to balance both of them out? Unless it gets too hard, then yeah, go for YouTube, go for whatever's most successful. But me personally, my opinion is I really don't want to be famous, but I do want to do YouTube. But okay, listen. Sorry, let me rephrase that. I don't want to be that known to where, like, oh, paparazzi, cameras, I want to be known to the point where, like, oh, well, that's Jay Vert. Or that's not probably gonna be my name, like, around YouTube, but that's Jay, right? Boom. He has 1 million subscribers. Cool. Not like, oh, let me get a picture. Like, I feel like the fame, it gets in people's heads like that, right? And, like, all that. People are changing. I want to be that one person that really doesn't change, right? I want to be the same person throughout my YouTube career. Yeah, money. You get money and all that, but cool. But, like, I want to be the same person on the inside, type stuff. So why not balance out both of them, which I feel like would work if you just find a balance, you know? That's why one day I'm gonna have to admit to my mom, like, if I do start doing YouTube, Mom, I'm a streamer type shit. Like, but I'm still in college, but I'm a streamer. And she can be mad, but she gonna have to accept it because it's what I want to do. You know, it's what I always wanted to do. I'm saying I'm not the person to try to get out there and be a doctor, be a lawyer. That's not me.
Oh yeah. Oh, trust me. Listen. I'm sorry. Listen, he go back to what he said, bro. I took one class of chemistry, bro. Never again, bro.
Bro,
you will not see me in the doctor. If you see me in the doctor office, leave. If you see me in the Indian lawyer office, if I'm your lawyer, leave. If I'm your doctor, leave. Go somewhere else.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. No.
I'll be like, yep, the lawyer.
Oh God, the lawyer. If you see me walk in, bro, you already know you lost. You going straight to jail. You get extra time for me, man. I'm telling you, dude.
I just feel like there's more than just the mainstream. I'm gonna call them mainstream jobs, right? They're more than the mainstream jobs, like doctor, lawyer, firefighter, police, just stuff like that. Like, yeah, they're cool, I guess, but like, don't you want to be like, have your own entrepreneurship, make your own clothing brand, make your own this and that, you know what I'm saying? Do something on your own that you enjoy.
Exactly.
I feel like most of these people, how many percent of people you think are miserable at their jobs right now? Like, miserable, they hate their job. They probably didn't want to go to college for it. They probably only did it because their parents wanted
80%, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Man. Like, dude. Miserable. Talking about gotta go to work every day to risk your life every day. Gotta go to work to make sure somebody doesn't die. Dude, you know how much stress that is?
Exactly.
Like, dude.
I gotta rejoin. I didn't even know, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I was not looking at my screen, bro. I was on my phone, bro. I was texting my phone. Hold on.
Well, I mean, technically, you still here.
Yeah.
your
I
clone
mean,
is-
you are still in the podcast.
your clone
But
is
yeah,
still
that is true.
Nah, but I feel like people just like they should really. More of the story is they should really just speak your mind to your mom, dad, anything, right? Whatever you want to do.
I
I'm
feel
telling
like
y'all. Go ahead.
You have to like let me sit down right here. You have to make sure like if you want to tell your parents something, you gotta put it in perspective to like where they can understand it as if they, you know what I'm saying? It's like if they don't understand it, they're not gonna like help you. They're not gonna like, you know what I'm saying, be supportive in your decision on what you want to do.
So you talk about like
No,
if I go up to my mom and be like, "Hey, mom, I want to be a streamer. I want to play video games all day." She'd be like, "What? like, what are you
yeah,
talking about?"
because you see, like let's say your mom expects for, you know what I'm saying, like a 18 plus year old dude to you know what I'm saying, just go out there and go to college, you know what I'm saying, graduate, get them go work as like an accountant, as like a scientist or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like if your mom is like that, you know what I'm saying, then she's not gonna be supportive in that decision. That's why some people, some successful people like dang, I forgot this one influencer's name, but his parents wasn't really like supportive in his decision of becoming a content creator. Now this man has like he has like millions of views, he has millions of subscribers. You know what I'm saying? He has sponsorships, you know what I'm saying, ads, like, you know what I'm saying, like it's just sometimes you don't need your parents to be supportive of you, bro. Do what you want to do.
True. Oh
Do
my
what you want
God,
to
that
do
is so
and go achieve
true.
that. Once you achieve that, watch how they come right back in your life.
Rock. Dude, this nigga is such a W because like I was just thinking about that. I was like, wait, you don't always need your parents' decision to like okay, you probably want advice, but you don't want them to be like make every decision for you. Like you want to just prove to them basically, like do it on your own, prove to them, right? Even though it takes a year or two. If it takes a year and a half, 2 years, still try to prove it to them that you can do what you're gonna do, and then show them the results and be like, see, I mean, I try to hide this from you because I didn't think you would, da da da. Yeah, they might be a little mad, but they're gonna be happy that you were successful. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be happy that you got something going on for yourself.
I feel like you know, I agree with your point. But I also feel like, right, because you gotta think about it, because like a lot of people, like, I do get like, hey, you know, sometimes you gotta go on your own, do your own thing, lone wolf it. But like, you know, like people still want like their parents' approval sometimes. Cause like, but at the end of the day, like it's still your parents. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so, you know what I'm saying? Like your parents care for you for like most of your life. Like, and you know, obviously you want their opinion, but like a lot of times, like, honestly, just like F their opinion. You know what I'm saying? F their opinion, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like what you're doing, like if you passionate and motivated about what you want to do, that's all you need. You don't really need nobody else to prove, because all they're gonna do is like, man, you know, you should be doing it. You should be like trying to get another job. You know?
I don't know I don't know if y'all know, but how many times my uncle telling me, he was born in, like I said, around the times where they thought factory jobs was all that, right? Right? Remember that time where everybody thought like working at a factory was just all that. He telling me, bro, go to the factory. They pay $20 an hour, 12-hour shifts. Bro, I'm not sitting in the factory sweating for 12 hours. I'm sorry, in a dusty factory for $20 an hour. Like, yeah, that'd be a job on the side of like school, but like, I'm not gonna do it full time. He talk about go work there full time. You'll have anything you want. You can save up like $12,000 in like a couple months. I'm like, yeah, that's you, but like me, nah. I'm not for that. That's not me, bro. Man, that's just not what I do.
Man, I tell you, like last summer, working at Lowe's, I was like, no.
Lowe's is crazy.
Man,
you said you were the S word.
I would the S word, and I'm not talking about poop, bro. I'm telling you, bro, it was insane, bro. Because like, listen, bro. I don't care what your parents say. If they had a good day, no, they didn't, bro. Bro, corporates suck. Managers suck, bro.
God.
No, yeah, and it's crazy because your manager can really, because like, bro, if you have a bad manager, just leave. There's no point, bro. There's no point. If like the manager on your ass, or just like, or like not doing anything but like want to control it, bro, just leave, bro. Because I'm telling you, bro, your manager can really like make your job.
They can ruin your life. I was about to say, I ain't gonna lie, they can just ruin your like whole life, like with the money and stuff like that. Why? It's like they can give you minimal hours, just that's your hours up, man.
Cause listen, bro, I'm telling you, bro, what they pay you now is not worth it, bro. It's not worth it. It's not because
Man.
I wasn't because I was on like 15 an hour, and like I was doing overtime every time I had a shift, and I only made 800 a check every 2 weeks.
What?
Like, imagine if I wasn't a college student. Like imagine like I had to live my own. That's not enough. Like I had to get 2 jobs, and mind you, bro, Lowe's already exhausting as it is, bro. I had to get 2 jobs, and like this is the people out there with 2 jobs, like working, struggling, depressed. Like, you know, life should not be like that. You know what I'm saying? You should have because like at the end of the day, because people don't understand that like jobs have to be filled, but like there's people that actually want to do those jobs. Like you can't like force everybody to, for example, oh, everybody should go to college. And like I'm like, first off, it ain't everybody not gonna graduate from college, right? That's or even stay after like the first 2 months or first year or whatever. But like people just keep pushing to go. I'm like, some people like actually, matter of fact, some people want to be janitors, right? But it's just the way it's the way society treats janitors in terms of the people and like the pay. Like first off, they get paid trash.
It's how society makes it seem like it's such a bad thing to be like I know my school janitor told me he was there for 35 years. He loved his job, right? His retirement funds was amazing. Like, bro retired, vacations, all that, right? He retired. But I asked him, how could you be a janitor for 35 years? He said it really wasn't him. He just loved the atmosphere of just like walking around the school, picking up trash, saying hi to the students, just stuff like that, right? Little stuff that makes life better, you know what I'm saying? Like, rather than thinking about, well, you gotta clean toilets, you gotta clean up throw up, you gotta clean up this and that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it's exactly like there's somebody out there that's willing to do their job, because like, for example, a school janitor, people people just like being like talking to like children, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, people just like that positive atmosphere, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean the thing is, like, you're not being a janitor for like your entire shift. Like, you know, sometimes you get a break because, you know, it's people, you know, sometimes you don't, because the kids trashy some days, some not. But like at the end of the day, like, you still love your job. You can go there the next day and have fun with it, because, you know what I'm saying, you just like it. And like, I feel like that's the problem with the last generation. And even before that, because people just get jobs, they don't like the job. They just only got it because, you know what I'm saying, they getting money. But like, you know, they're not happy with it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like at the end of the day, like, do whatever you want that makes you happy. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna pay off. Because like, your emotions are way more valid than whatever material you're making. I promise you that. Because if you're not happy making money, you're not gonna continue it at all. You'll be depressed, develop health issues, and it's just like, you know, I feel like you should just strive for whatever makes you your best self.
right. Just do whatever makes you happy, bro. I mean, that's the moral of it right there. Just do whatever makes you happy. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, never work a job that you don't want to work. Some people out there want to work those jobs. So, I mean, hey.
Also,
what do you say about it?
So what AnySzn was saying like a few minutes ago about how he was working at Lowe's and he was basically the S word, right? So it's the same thing at Walmart. You can't sit down. You work a 9-hour shift, right? You work.
I'm not gonna lie.
You're there for 9 hours. You cannot sit down.
No sitting down is crazy.
You're always standing. Even the cashiers and all that, they might be, the front store attendants, like, they be at the front. They be checking your
say
receipts
hi,
and
something like that. Greeting you.
they stand there every hour. They go there from like, some go from early in the morning till like late at night or something like that. They be working overtime sometimes because they don't have enough workers there at the time, and it's just be like, you know what I'm saying? You can't. The only people that can have AirPods in their ear, listen to music, is the overnight stalkers, to keep them awake and stuff like that, so they could do their job, right? All of that just for $800, $700 every 2 weeks. And if you're working part-time, it's $300 to $400 every 2 weeks, which isn't that bad. But if you look at it as like, you know what I'm saying, like, you can't sit down or anything like that. You can't listen to music unless you're an overnight stalker, or you can't really do the things that keep you awake there, and it's just like, it's stressful. And like, also people like your co-workers, they would make you do their work. They wouldn't like make you, essentially, they just don't do the work that they're supposed to do, and they'll end up either you get in trouble or like you do the work. and some people have to go through that. It's just.
I mean,
insane.
one thing about it is, Cam worked at Lowe's. I don't know if you ever had to push carts, Cam, but they treat cart pushers like, bro, they treat cart pushers like we're shit. Like, I worked at Sam's Club. I don't know if you know what that is, but I worked at Sam's Club for
I love Sam's Club.
about 8 months, bro. This parking lot, though, at 2 Sam's Club locations in Michigan. Not Michigan, but like close to where I am. Sam's Club was huge. Like, parking lot was huge. I was the only person out there. I'm only 16 at this time. So I'm like, I'm weaker than I am right now. I'm smaller than I was than I am right now. Like, dude, I'm out here from like 12 a.m., 11 a.m. to like 9 p.m. every day, bro, pushing carts, bro. I tell you, it was miserable. Like, some points, bro, I swear to God, bro, like, niggas was just knew if I quit, bro, my mom's gonna be mad because she helped me get that job. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna stick it out for 8 months. Treat me like shit. This was the peak of COVID too, my boys. Like, peak of COVID. Like, everybody want a tissue, everybody want to. So I'm telling you, mad customers coming in, and as they're coming in, they're taking the carts. Bro, I swear to God, there's never one rack of carts in there. I had to bring a rack in, they take it. Bring a rack in, they take it. Like, dude, I'm miserable. Like, I skip lunch sometimes because I had to push carts. Like, bro, I'm telling you, bro, they treat them like crap. Ask for help all the time. They didn't give it to me, bro. I'm telling you, that's why Cam said corporate jobs are not it. Like, I'm sorry, but no, bro. I can't work in.
Let me tell you how I got rolled up 4 times. 3 of them being in training, and I didn't even know I got rolled up either. Bro. It's actually.
You got rolled up in training?
How you get rolled up in training?
That's
bro.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny, bro? You know what's funny? Listen, like when I got the job, there was like your manager Mike. He gonna be there on your first day. He gonna teach you the way, stuff like that. I'm like, okay, cool, bro. I get to my first day. Mike not even there. He gone for the day. I'm like, what? And so like it's like now I get a stand-in manager, and she teaching me the very basics of it, and I'm like, okay, cool, right? And I go in the next day. Oh, Mike is now here. You know what I'm saying? And and then I talk to Mike. You know what I'm saying? I do my job. I talk to Mike. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and then like it seemed like we cool. He even told me how to do like one of the other parts that I'm not supposed to learn yet. Bro, this man rolled me up twice during that entire period. Like, I thought he was cool. Next thing you know, man ended up leaving. So I'm like, okay, cool, bro. Oh, let me tell you this one time. So like for my job, I was overnight soccer. And what I had to do, so like it's like the first thing in my job, I had to unload the truck 1,200 pieces every night. Boxes, like, and like big from big to little, from like 2 men to like it was insane, bro. And so I remember one day I walked in and like I was trying so sometimes you get like knock the box off because like it's poorly placed in that truck. I ain't gonna lie, it's poorly placed. And so like, you know, so like one of my coworkers like knocked the box off, and I like catch it, and so I catch it. But that box ended up like ripping like the skin off my finger, and it like to the white meat. It was bad to the bad. And so I was like, hey yo, Jermaine, bro, you know, like what they had the first say. So he showed me, like I'm sitting up, mind you, I'm losing. Like, so like the thing is like I never lost I never had a cut or like a severe cut in a long time. It's like my body like react to it like kind of poorly because it's been the while since I had it. And so like my blood pressure was changing. You know, so I was kind of dizzy. And so I did, you know, like I sat down for like 2 minutes, got some water, so I go back to work. You know, I got a Band-Aid, finna get some gloves to go back to it. Literally, like in the middle of me sitting down, my manager come in. Oh, why you not working? I show him the cut. And then he was like, oh, why you didn't tell anybody? I'm like, I literally told like my coworkers, and you would know where to be found. No, he would literally know it. Mind you, this is like my second week there, and like that was like my first time meeting him. I didn't know like where he was, like, and I don't know who to ask because like it's my like what like it's so like. And so he was like, well, next time you should come to me. I'm in the back. So yada. Okay, I'm like, okay, now I know, and he still ended up sending me home. Right, like, and I'm just like, I'm like, you feel like first off, it's only like three people back there, and it's supposed to be like 20, and yeah, that's you know, I'm gonna get that in probably another episode, but there's like 2 people back there, there's only 20. Right. If you remove me, that's already putting up a lot of work on your workers. Also, it's like it's not like I just didn't work, but honestly, the way corporate do it, if you're on clock, you can't sit. even if it's to like rest for like a minute. You can't sit down. It's like and I just feel like that's just like that's wrong. Especially like say if you're a cashier, you like or like a standing manager, you're standing there for hours at a time. Like I'm like I mean yes like I mean like yes people can do that, but that's for like athletes. That's for like, you know, people that train stuff like that. As a human, you know, as a human, like you're not supposed to stand for like 9-10 hours at a time. Like that's just not how it works. You know what I'm saying?
Not healthy. Like what?
It's not at all. You're weakening yourself like that. It's like get health issues and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like it's good to like rest, but companies, you know what I'm saying? Like they want as much money as possible. Instead of just like instead of like thinking about their workers, which is why I feel like, you know, those corporate jobs, man, it's just a killer. I'm telling you.
Dude, I'm telling y'all, man. Anybody that's watching this, look. I'm not saying don't get a job. You're like, you know, it's cool to have like a high school job, like a little part time, but like, dude, I can't work full time, bro. Full time is crazy.
Yeah, full time is crazy.
Like while in school, bro, nah. Can't do it. Man.
And honestly, you know, I kind of messed up because like that was my first full time job. But you know, we learn from those, just like how I learned from my last episode on the podcast. I ain't gonna lie, bro. We gonna end it off right there. Hey, that was a W podcast. W podcast.
I ain't gonna lie.
W episode,
man. We talked for a minute.
Yeah, that was a long minute. Even though well, Skinzy was not here no more. I don't know where he went. You have Eddie disappeared for, you know, and Breezy the cameraman, bro. You gotta love Breezy right there in the camera, bro.
Bro, Breezy, are you awake, bro?
Got it.
Breezy. What the hell? Oh, hell no, bro. What you been doing this whole time? You better tell me right now, my nigga. What you been doing this whole time?
Anyway, hey, that was in the podcast, you know what I'm saying? Hey, this is season 5's cast. For YouTube, it'll be episode 2. If I put it on Spotify,
make sure y'all
episode...
like, comment, subscribe to AnySzn channel, man. He's at 500 subs, 500 plus subs, man. Getting 600, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? We got another YouTuber right here, J Vert. Make sure I go subscribe to him. Is that your
boom. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, I gotta say something real quick, man. Listen, podcast be rolling out, man. Look, let us know in the comment section what kind of topics y'all want us to talk about. Listen, my boy Ezzy, he's an upcoming OnlyFans star. Y'all go subscribe.
Oh, hell no, only you know.
And that would be the podcast episode.
That's it, bro.
I will see you on the next one. Goodbye.
No, bro. Delete that.